Hey dude, it's Thub, and well, you read the title. There's gonna be some changes around here. Now, due to recent events, I've had to question the morality of continuing to bottle pick and think about the example that I've been setting, because even though this channel is, on the small side compared to the big players, it still creates a certain degree of influence, and I have to think about what, I do need to consider whether I'm setting a good example. Angry people calling the cops, that doesn't bother me. Would it bother you? But after that one fella explained that the city does actually recover the bottles from the recycling bins, and it is considered theft, I've seen comments recently from people who come across as kind of young, saying things like, "You inspired me to start bottle picking," and I think that's really cool that I've been able to show people a way to fill the gaps, to increase their income when they might, have trouble getting a job or just not have the time to get a job. That's great. Knowing it's illegal, though. And then what really blew me away is after the trouble with the cops, a bunch of you asked for a PayPal link to help me out because you felt it was really unreasonable and unfair what happened because of one angry douchebag. And that's incredibly cool. I guess you might have noticed I don't have a whole lot of money. I wasn't sure how I felt about that at first, but after thinking about it, I realized that there's a couple of you out there that actually care, and it's amazing, and it's more than I ever thought I would get out of making these videos. So, I accept it, and it's not like it paid for everything, but it sure helps. So I'm going to come up with a way, I'm going to think of something special to show my gratitude. Until then, thank you. So I'm glad I'm not the only one who cares about what's going on here. And then after that was when I ran into the city worker who explained the situation. And I'd like to point out that at no point, either on camera or off camera, when I ran into authority figures, did anyone make any indication that they intended to give me a ticket. Now, after all that, I wasn't sure how to feel about it because it did seem to be a bit of a gray area, despite clearly being illegal. And I think it's interesting that legality and morality are not universally aligned. But that's a discussion for a different time. The discussion at that time, I asked you guys for your help, for your thoughts and opinions, and thank you so much for sharing them with me. I definitely got all sides, all points on the spectrum represented. So, seriously, let me just pause and thank you for actually... You guys are extremely helpful in the way this channel is developing. So, mulled it over, and I've come to a decision. First off, I'm just going to say outright, I have no intention of stopping bottle picking. Because it's what allows me to provide for people who depend on me. And YouTube ain't paying that much yet. And I plan on sticking it out, and at some point, I probably won't have to anymore. Because I'm going to hang on to this channel and keep building and keep growing and keep working. However, you're not going to see me digging through any blue bins anymore. Let me be totally clear here. I didn't say I'm not going to dig through blue bins anymore. I said I'm not going to show me digging through blue bins anymore. Because I just don't think it's setting the proper example for anybody who might be following along. But as far as my personal feelings on the subject, I don't have any moral objections to doing it. And neither do 90% of the people that I talk to who are putting their bottles out in the bins. And I do talk to them. And they tell me straight out that they put them out there because they know people dig through people who need them. And you're also not going to see me throwing money at the camera anymore because it's disrespectful to money. I know that might sound kind of weird to some of you, and it sounded kind of weird to me when I first heard about it. I think doing that demonstrates a lack of gratitude, and I'm extremely grateful for all the gifts that I've received and continue to receive. So, to summarize, We're still going to be digging through the trash. We're still going to be making stuff out of trash. We're going to be making a lot more stuff out of trash. And I'm still going to be showing you creative ways to come up with money that do not impose on others, do not steal bread from anyone else's table, and pretty much just a way to have a good time with trash. There's also going to be the odd adventure, trying new things sprinkled in there, and I really appreciate those of you who enjoy those. I know they don't get as many hits as the garbage videos, but there's a lot more to enjoy out there than just garbage. Although a lot of those are probably going to end up on Wub's channel because I don't want to dilute this one too much with things that are unrelated. It's just how these things go. I've never done this before, and it's actually more difficult than I thought it was going to be. We're going to try the inner tube in the tire first. I think it was Dumpster Jerry who pointed out that this little strip is actually pretty important. So thanks, DJ. So more of the same with slight adjustments out of respect for the laws and the example that I'm trying to create here. Because I'm not going anywhere. I just want to be doing a good job. Leaving things better than I found them. Got this nice shiny new phone. Gonna be setting this up. Yep, rose gold. That's the color the dumpster deities saw fit to hand me. So, rocking that. And I think that's really gonna help up my Kijiji game. We're also gonna expand into eBay finally and take charge of that. I think that'll help move the focus. That'll also help move the focus away and more into, you know, less gray and more white territory. This video a day thing has definitely been a challenge, so I really appreciate your patience while adjusting. Oh, I'm doing it wrong. So other than that, I guess I just want to thank you all for being here. I don't know if you've noticed, but you are literally helping me make my dreams come true. So, thank you. So we'll all keep looking for new ways to leave it better than we found it. Let's all keep doing the thing.